All right, more books back from CGC. A little bit worried because the last few submissions have had some kind of issue. So let's hope that that does not happen this time. So let's get this unboxed. I think half the books are mine, half the books are somebody else's. It's a 9.8 pre-screen. And I actually thought this was the last submission when I started doing the unboxing, but this is the actual correct submission this time. I've got notes here in front of me. I have not looked at the grades on this except for 2 books, and the customer wanted to know those grades. So I went ahead and peeked at those for him. It's very hard to look at these grades online and hide the ones you don't want to see while looking at the ones you do. So I'll let you know which those 2 books are. But the rest of these, I do not know which got 9.8, which didn't. The box is very heavy, though, so that's a good sign. Hopefully it's 100% 9.8, but let's just find out. Okay, got them ready to go here. No particular order, just however they are in the box. I'm going to start grabbing. So let's see what we got here. All right. Oh, Deathstroke, number 47, 9.8 white pages. Actually, yeah, this is actually one of the books that I already knew was a 9.8. This is the customer that asked me to... I think he actually had 4 books in this. 2 got 9.8, 2 did not. Okay, so this is one of the ones that did, so that's cool. They probably are all clustered together here. Okay, yeah, same customer, but look at this awesome book. Green Lantern, number 98. Now, this one I thought had the least chance of 9.8 of any book in the entire box. And look at this. We somehow managed to get the 9.8. Maybe there's some common defects on this book that I don't know about, but you can see that spine's got some ticks on it. There's some issues with this book that I thought, it's worth... Customer wants me to submit it. I really thought, it should have been submitted regular or 9.46 pre-screen, something like that. But, I mean, I'm glad to be wrong on this one. All right. Okay, this is actually my book. I picked this up at a local comic shop near me. I believe Mad Jackson, Matthews, North Carolina. And yeah, it just looked perfect. I just happened to be over there. We were looking at records with... My wife likes to look at vinyl. So they have comics as well, so we were over there. And this is pretty much the only book I found that day, but it was so perfect I just had to pick it up. I actually thought this book had a chance at 9.9. And it's G.I. Joe, Greatest American Hero, number 48. Minor key, first appearance, Sergeant Slaughter. And yeah, it's got quite a bit of value in newsstand, 9.8. So don't forget your local comic shops. You can find some gold if you go dig. All right. Oh, yeah. Amazing Spider-Man 149. This is my book. Beautiful yellow cover. It had several fingerprints all over that yellow. I had to remove something like 15 fingerprints off this book, and it was not easy. There were lots of smudges. I think some of those were bindery, but I went ahead and cleaned up everything I could. And I thought it was borderline 9.6, 9.8, but, I mean, it's got a perfect spine on it. Corners are sharp. Everything's good on this. There's just, some of those smudges on it, but I think those are mostly bindery, if not all. So I think that's why we were able to get the 9.8. And that's a pretty valuable book as well. And it got white pages. Really cool. All right. Oh, okay. Not a huge key, but, let me look at the notes on this one. Okay, yeah. This was actually a donation book somebody gave me for working on their books for them. Sometimes people donate books, or they give me books and I give them credit toward. But anyways, yeah, I ended up getting... This one was so perfect I just had to submit it, even though it's not a hugely valuable book, but I absolutely love the Sabretooth Wolverine cover. This book will sell pretty quickly, probably. Priced reasonably, 9.8 white pages. Ah, my book. Yes. Woo! Did not actually thought this was like outside chance of 9.8, but we were submitting the Green Lantern 98 already. This one pretty much had almost the same amount of defects as that one. So I was like, what the heck, man? Let's just go ahead and take one stab with a pre-screen, then we'll submit it regular. Give us two shots at it. It's a beautiful book. It's got probably 3 ticks on the spine, but that might be the result. I mean, that's the extent I think that's going on the book. The book's pretty perfect. Otherwise, you know, you don't expect with 3, even though they're tiny color breaks on the spine, you don't expect to be able to get 9.8s. There's actually a little tiny staple thing going on right there too. Other than that, the book is pretty much perfect, and I mean, presents like a 9.8. I just thought it was more cap 9.6. But, you know, there's always that outside chance. I pretty much don't submit a book like this that I bought. I believe I bought it as a 9.6. Actually, I bought this as a 9.2, so what am I talking about? I bought it as a 9.2, paid about $250. After taxes and shipping, it was $297. So I'm going to do pretty good on this one. I think it's about a $1,400 or $1,500 book. It's got big scuffs all the way across here. Gosh darn it. Big scuffs. Let's see if I can show it. I don't know if it's showing up or not. Right across there. That's a little bit unfortunate. I can clean that up with Polywatch. I did a video on that. It's something you use to you know, clean up watches, you know, scratches, whatever, scuffs. That was what it was originally designed for. It can be used to fix this on a comic case. Just make sure you don't use it up here, because it will take that CGC silver, platinum, gold, whatever that is off of there. Yeah, learn that the hard way. So very happy about that one. Let's see. I think it might be the extent of all of my books. Oh man, that's pretty frustrating. This customer sent me several of these. I think it was 4 of them. Yeah, that's really, really frustrating. These came in a protective sleeve, like a white protective sleeve. I had to remove that before I submitted. These books were absolutely perfect. I had 3 of them as a 9.9. I mean, I'm talking about solid 9.9. Like, there's no defects. There was maybe one little tiny bindery thing. That's why I gave it the 9.9 and not the 10. But, I mean, these books are perfect. Absolutely not a flaw on them, except for one little tiny bindery thing. I can't remember where they are in each one. Maybe one is the top of the spine, one's the bottom. I can't see it right now. That is a 9.9 sitting in a 9.8 case. They're doing it to me again. I sometimes think these graders don't even consider a higher grade than 9.8, but let's just keep going. See what happens here. Okay. Another one of these. It's Mark Spears Monsters. Monster and Wolf #1. This is one of the many variant covers. This is supposed to be glow in the dark. Let's see. Well, I got too many lights on here. I can't turn them all off. Supposed to be glow in the dark though, which is really cool. That actually I thought had a chance. Now there's 2 left. One I think is a 9.9. One is the most flawless book, one of the most flawless books I've ever seen, and it's a 10.0. I mean, I tried looking at this thing from every angle, every lighting, outside, inside. With magnification, without, every which way, there is not one defect on that book. So let's see if it's this one. Okay, 9.9. Okay, we did get a 9.9. Let me see which one this one is. Okay, the one that I think is a 10.0 is the Night of the Living Dead, and that's going to be the last one in the box. But yeah, we finally did get the 9.9. Okay, so we got one at least. I know the customer's still going to be disappointed in this because, yeah, I mean, I think I was expecting 9.9s on all of them at least, and then a 10.0 on 1 or 2 of them, which is saying a lot for comics. But seriously, that protective sleeve they had on there did its job. I mean, there was like nothing going on. I guess it took all the brunt of the bindery stuff, but that's pretty cool, right? I mean, I don't think the camera's going to do this justice. This looks much, much, much cooler in person. You can kind of see the shininess on. There's shiny parts to this. If you have a chance to pick up a copy of this, this is like something to see. I don't know if I can't really do it justice. That's pretty horrific. I gotta stop looking at that. All right. Last one. All right. Please at least be 9.9. Come on. Where is it? Hiding in here. Seriously, where is it? Oh, shoot. Oh, I slid under the bottom. I thought it was... Yeah! 10.0! This is my first 10.0 I've ever gotten on a book. Boy, they sure do like to keep you in suspense, right? So, I mean, okay. Sure, the owner's not going to be like as thrilled as he could be, but I'm sure he'll be happy to get at least one 10.0 and not get shut out. Wow, it's just weird to see that 10.0 on there. But this is the book that I've looked at a million times, every different angle. This is what a 10.0 is supposed to look like. See that? No bindery ding. No ticks. Color breaking or not. And I'm not talking about just no ticks because I repaired the ticks. We're talking about no ticks because there wasn't any to repair in the first place. I mean, really, the main thing I was doing on these books was removing that outer sleeve very carefully. That's really what I'm getting paid for on these, because I did not do a lot of work on any of these. I did clean up some bindery stuff on 3 of them. This one didn't need anything. Just taking off the sleeve, verifying everything, looking at it, spending some time, making sure there was nothing to do on it, because I didn't want to miss something, and then that's the reason we don't get the 9.9 or 10.0. So look at that. It's pretty cool, right? I mean, one of my favorite movies. And yeah, huge zombie fiction fan, so it's pretty special to get that one as my first 10.0. Thrill for the customer. I don't know if it has any value even at 10.0. It doesn't matter. But look at that. How cool does that look on the wall as a 10.0? Gem mint. 0 defects. Okay. But yeah, that definitely deserves more 9.9 treatment. It might be worth just another stab at CGC. I wish they had a 9.9 pre-screen now, because those definitely deserve it. Feel like we're getting shortchanged with those ugly 9.8s on obvious 9.9s plus. I mean, if I've said that books look like they could get 9.9, these are 100% at least 9.9. Because what are you going to call a 9.9 if you're not going to call these 9.9? I mean, the owner might want to submit this to PSA, because they'll 100% give that. Pretty confident. 90% confident they would get either of those 10.0. But the labels won't match all that stuff. I'm sure he wants to display them. So we'll just have to talk to him about whether he wants to resubmit. Maybe I put a sticky note on it saying, hey, please consider for 9.9, 10.0, whatever. Something higher than 9.8. So yeah, that's it for today. That's a big submission. I got 3 extremely nice books back. Looks like the ones that failed are Super Mario Brothers 1, which is surprising. It was actually going to be my PC book because it's the most perfect copy I've ever seen. What? It actually did not have the common crease down the side, which is it's impossible to find, let's put it that way. First one I've ever seen that did not have that. I don't know why. Is it a late print or an early print run that would cause that? Anyways, it's going to be my PC copy. But it failed the pre-screen. It makes no sense, because that book was infinitely nicer. It had half the points on my grading scale that the Daredevil 168 does. So that's definitely got to be resubmitted. That's a mistake as well. Unless I just completely missed something, I'll have to look at it again. Had an ASM 302 fail. There was a Deathstroke 46 that failed. And there was a Green Lantern 92 that was nicer than the Green Lantern that got 9.8. So that's probably going to be a resubmit, maybe. But we're going to keep powering along here. Having a lot of fun doing this. So stay nerdy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.